Have you ever wondered why some women live to 100 while others don't even make it past 80? What's their secret, and how can you unlock it for yourself? In today's video, we're going to dive deep into the 5 key secrets that separate those who thrive in their later years from those who don't. These aren't just general tips. You'll discover real, actionable habits that can change the way you live your life. You'll find out why many women stop prioritizing their health after a lifetime of caring for others, and how that decision often leads to preventable health issues. We'll also explore how purpose, mental sharpness, and staying socially connected can add years to your life and quality to those years. Plus, I'll share the simple yet powerful ways the women who live the longest keep their bodies moving, without needing to run marathons or hit the gym for hours. But here's the kicker. Secret number 5 might just surprise you, and it could be the one thing you're missing to live your fullest, healthiest life. So, stay with me until the end, and you'll not only learn these secrets but also discover how to apply them to your own life, starting today. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. Secret number 1. Keep moving. The women who live past 100 have one thing in common. They never stop moving. It's not just a matter of staying active for the sake of health. For them, movement is woven into the very fabric of daily life. They treat it as essential as eating or sleeping, never thinking twice about it. It's not a chore, a burden, or something they should do. It's a joyous, natural part of their existence. They move because they love how it makes them feel. Whether it's a gentle walk each morning, with the crisp air and the warm sunshine kissing their skin, or the calming act of tending to their gardens, every moment of movement is embraced. Some stretch, some practice light yoga, and some dance freely in their living rooms, feeling the music pulse through their veins. For these remarkable women, movement isn't seen through the lens of a workout. It's simply a way of life. It's how they exist in the world. Many of the centenarians from the world's blue zones, those rare places where people live to 100 or more, don't even think about movement as exercise. It's just something they do without question. They take the stairs instead of the elevator, carry their groceries, clean their homes, and spend time outdoors. They stay active by doing the things that make them feel alive and connected to the world around them. And why does this matter so much? Because the real enemy of aging isn't time but inactivity. When we stop moving, it's like we start withering away. Our muscles grow weaker, our bones become frail, circulation slows to a crawl, and the risks of disease start climbing. But the good news is that it doesn't have to be that way. Keeping your body in motion, no matter how old you are, is one of the most powerful tools to retain strength, balance, and vitality. Movement keeps you connected to your body and breath. It keeps your spirit awake. The key isn't doing extreme workouts or pushing your limits every day. It's the consistency, the commitment to keep moving, day in and day out. Your body will reward you in ways you can't even imagine. More energy, better health, a sense of vitality that doesn't fade with age. It's not just about longevity, either. It's about living your best life every single day. The longer you stay moving, the longer you'll be able to savor life, feeling its pulse with every step. Secret number 2. Nourish your body with the right foods. When you think about the incredible women who reach 100 years old, their eating habits are nothing like what you might expect from the average person. These extraordinary women have found the key to longevity through the power of wholesome, nourishing foods that fuel their bodies with the essential nutrients they need. They don't indulge in the fleeting pleasure of processed foods, sugary snacks, or greasy takeout meals. These things, though tempting, are far from what they consider nourishment for their bodies. Instead, they've learned the simple yet profound truth that the right foods that are natural, fresh, and packed with real nutrition, are the true keys to vitality and long life. They fill their plates with vibrant, fresh fruits and vegetables, which not only nourish the body but also delight the senses with their color and flavor. Whole grains, rich in fiber and energy, are a regular part of their meals, giving them sustained strength throughout the day. Healthy fats, like those found in nuts, olive oil, and avocados, provide both nourishment and protection for their hearts, keeping their bodies running at peak performance. And when it comes to protein, they choose lean, healthy options like fish, beans, and eggs, foods that support their muscles, repair tissue, and keep their systems functioning at their best. What's even more remarkable is what they don't eat. They steer clear of excessive sugar, which is a known culprit in speeding up aging and contributing to chronic diseases. They avoid processed foods that are filled with artificial additives, preservatives, and empty calories. It's not just about eating for the moment, but eating with purpose, to support long-term health and well-being. For them, food is more than just a source of temporary satisfaction. It's a powerful tool for preserving their health, their energy, and their very lives. The way they approach food is a testament to their understanding of the profound connection between what we eat and how we live. They eat with intention, with gratitude, and with a deep respect for the incredible machine that is the human body. It's an inspiring way to live, and it teaches us that nourishing our bodies with the right foods isn't just a choice, it's a vital investment in our future. If we can learn to embrace a diet full of fresh, wholesome ingredients, we, too, might unlock the secret to living a long, healthy, and joyful life. Isn't it amazing how something as simple as food can be the foundation for a lifetime of happiness and vitality? Secret number 3. Keep your mind sharp and engaged. It's no secret that the body and mind are intricately linked. They are not separate entities but partners in the grand journey of life. When one starts to deteriorate, the other often follows suit. That's why women who live to be 100 years old don't simply focus on their physical health. They understand that maintaining an active, engaged mind is just as crucial. They have long learned the undeniable truth that keeping their brains sharp is key to not only surviving but thriving well into their later years. These women actively cultivate mental wellness in ways that go far beyond exercise and eating well. They are determined to keep their minds just as strong as their bodies, if not stronger. They read books that challenge them, write to express their thoughts and ideas, play games that exercise their cognitive abilities, and solve puzzles that push their problem-solving skills. They stay curious, always looking for new ways to learn, grow, and stretch their mental muscles. Some take up entirely new hobbies well into their 70s, 80s, or even 90s, proving that it's never too late to reawaken the brain and challenge yourself to think in new ways. Many of these women make it a point to embrace new things throughout their lives because they understand that as long as they remain open to learning, they will remain sharp, alert, and engaged with the world around them. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. The secret to mental sharpness isn't just about avoiding mental decline. It's about actively stimulating the brain with new experiences, new ideas, and new challenges. It's about making sure that the brain is constantly working, thinking, and adapting. Centenarians are often not just passively going through the motions of their day. They actively choose to remain mentally engaged by involving themselves in projects or activities that require their full attention. Many of these women stay involved in work in some capacity. They may teach others, mentor the younger generation, or contribute to their communities in ways that require them to think critically, solve problems, and pass on their knowledge and wisdom. Whether it's tutoring a younger person in a new skill, leading a group discussion, or simply offering advice based on years of life experience, they continue to contribute intellectually in ways that stimulate their minds. Their engagement in these small acts of work or service serves as a kind of mental exercise that helps them stay sharp, mentally agile, and emotionally fulfilled. But perhaps the most significant thing that these remarkable women understand about staying mentally sharp is that it is a constant process. It's not a one-time effort, but a lifelong commitment to keeping the mind active and engaged. For them, learning doesn't stop at any age. There is always something new to discover, something new to understand, and something new to try. And perhaps that's the biggest secret they know, the importance of being continually challenged, no matter how old you are. As the brain grows and matures, it becomes increasingly important to provide it with opportunities for renewal, for learning, and for critical thinking. Every new experience, every new piece of information serves as a way to nourish the brain, and the more nourished the brain, the healthier it remains. These women are living proof that a curious mind is a powerful one, and they show us that even in our later years, we have the potential to grow and evolve, to think, learn, and adapt in exciting new ways. But perhaps the most profound secret to maintaining a sharp mind for so many years is how these women foster and nurture social connections. Human beings are social creatures by nature, and when we isolate ourselves, we cut ourselves off from one of the most potent sources of mental and emotional nourishment. Loneliness can quickly erode mental health, dull the senses, and dull the brain itself. It's a dangerous trap to fall into, especially as we age. The more we isolate ourselves, the less we engage with others, the more we lose our sense of connection to the world. But the longest-living women are keenly aware of this. They make a conscious effort to stay socially connected, engage in conversations, learn from others, and share their experiences and wisdom with the people around them. It's these interactions that keep their brains firing, that encourage them to continue learning and growing, and that reinforce their sense of purpose and connection to life. It's not just the cognitive stimulation of these conversations that matters. It's the emotional nourishment that comes from the deep bonds they form with others. They understand the importance of community, and they prioritize relationships that keep them grounded, curious, and fulfilled. For these women, curiosity isn't just a youthful trait, it's a lifelong commitment. They don't stop asking questions, they don't stop seeking answers, and they don't stop striving to understand the world in new ways. They remain open to new ideas, willing to listen, to learn, and to grow. They don't let age close their minds or limit their possibilities. Instead, they embrace every opportunity for mental exploration and intellectual growth. It is this insatiable curiosity, this hunger for knowledge and experience, that drives their longevity and keeps their minds sharp well into their later years. The longest-living women of the world show us that age does not need to be a barrier to learning. The pursuit of knowledge can only enhance the richness of life as we grow older. And that, perhaps more than anything, is the greatest lesson they impart: to never stop being curious, to never stop seeking, and to never stop challenging yourself, because that is what keeps the mind sharp, engaged, and truly alive. Secret number 4. Refuse to accept decline as inevitable. It's a tragic and all too common reality that many older women don't make it to 80 or beyond. And a major factor in this is that they expect to decline. Society, family, friends, and even medical professionals often reinforce the idea that aging must come with a slow, inevitable decline in both physical and mental abilities. How often have you heard phrases like, "That's just what happens when you get older," or "You're at an age now where you need to slow down and take it easy"? These messages, repeated over time, seep into the very fabric of a woman's identity, and she starts to internalize them. She believes the inevitable fate laid out before her is one of deterioration. The moment she believes this narrative is when the real decline begins, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally as well. She stops pushing herself. She stops trying to reach new goals to move beyond what she's already achieved. She accepts the belief that there's no longer any point in setting new goals or striving for anything more. After all, what's the use if her body is slowly betraying her, if her energy levels are naturally fading with age, and if the world around her seems to be moving on without her? But here's where we need a serious shift in thinking, because this mindset, as painful as it is to admit, is not the reality for most women who live long, healthy, and vibrant lives. The women who make it to 100 don't see aging as a death sentence or as an end to their vitality. Instead, they view aging as a challenge, an opportunity to grow even stronger, even wiser, and even more capable than ever before. It's not something to fear, it's something to embrace. In my opinion, One of the most empowering things you can do as you grow older is to reject the idea that decline is inevitable. Aging isn't some unchangeable fate. Those who thrive in their later years are the ones who see themselves as resilient, adaptable, and fully capable of living life on their terms, no matter their age. Rather than focusing on what they can no longer do, these extraordinary women focus on what they can do. They refuse to allow their age to limit them. Instead, they make age work for them. They embrace what's possible at every stage of life. The reality is your body will change over time. There's no denying that. But those changes don't have to mean a gradual decline into weakness or dependence. The women who live to be 100 recognize this truth and adapt. They adapt to the new needs of their bodies, but they don't give up on themselves. They continue to nourish their bodies with healthy food, movement, and mental stimulation. They prioritize their emotional health and relationships. They make sure their minds stay sharp by learning new things, trying new hobbies, and staying curious about the world around them. I believe this adaptability is the secret sauce to living a long and meaningful life. It's not about perfection. It's about progress. When you allow yourself to continually grow, adapt, and embrace change instead of shrinking away from it, you build resilience. And resilience is what keeps us going, no matter what challenges come our way. Consider this. The idea that you must decline as you age is a mindset, and just like any mindset, it can be changed. It takes conscious effort to reject the idea that aging equals becoming frail or weak. But once you make that decision, you will begin to see aging as an opportunity for growth rather than a time of loss. When you refuse to accept the concept of decline as your future, you begin to unlock a world of possibilities for yourself. You can be strong, vibrant, sharp, and independent at any age. These incredible women who thrive well into their 90s and beyond don't buy into the myths that society tells them about aging. They fight against the tide of cultural expectations, choosing instead to carve out their path, one of vitality, strength, and empowerment. They prove that age is not an excuse to stop living fully. So, what can you do right now to make this mindset shift? Start by focusing on your strengths. What can you do today to take care of yourself? Perhaps it's adding more movement to your day, challenging yourself to learn something new, or simply letting go of any limiting beliefs about what aging should look like. When you start believing in your ability to stay strong and capable no matter your age, you'll open up a new world of opportunities for yourself. And before you know it, the thought of decline will be nothing more than a distant memory because you'll have been too busy living life to even notice. Secret number 5. Find your purpose. The purpose is not just a word. It is the very essence of life, the invisible yet powerful force that fuels our every step, our every breath. It's what keeps us going when life throws us challenges, when we face moments of despair, and when the world feels overwhelming. Yet, it is deeply sad to see so many women, especially as they enter retirement, after their children have grown up and moved out, or after they experience the profound loss of a spouse, feeling completely lost. There's a profound sense of emptiness that sweeps over them, a gnawing feeling that makes each day feel like an endless cycle of waking up without a reason. It's as if the spark of purpose has faded, and they are left wandering through life without a direction, without the drive to get up and engage with the world. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. This sense of aimlessness isn't just an emotional struggle. It manifests physically as well. When we lack purpose, we lose our motivation to stay active, to care for our bodies, and even to nurture our minds. Days blend into weeks, weeks into months, and slowly, that feeling of disconnection begins to take a toll on the body. The mind grows foggy, the heart heavy with regret, and the body, once vibrant and full of life, begins to feel sluggish, almost as if it, too, has given up. And while these emotional and physical consequences may seem subtle at first, over time, they can lead to real health issues, like depression, anxiety, and even premature aging. But here's where the power of purpose comes in. There's a growing body of research that shows people who have a strong sense of purpose in their lives tend to live longer, healthier, and more fulfilling lives. Why is this the case? Well, purpose acts as a mental anchor. It keeps the mind sharp, focused, and active. When we know what we're living for, when we have a reason to get out of bed in the morning, our minds stay engaged with the world. Whether it's through continuing to learn new things, cultivating relationships, or contributing to causes that matter to us, purpose drives us to stay curious and mentally alert. But it doesn't stop there. Purpose fills our hearts with a deep sense of joy and fulfillment. It is a reminder that our lives have meaning beyond the daily routine. It inspires us to serve others, to spread kindness, and to build connections that lift us. When we have a reason to care, we open ourselves to experiencing deeper emotional richness. And emotionally, a sense of purpose helps shield us from the darker moments in life. It gives us the strength to push through hardships, to embrace challenges, and to find resilience in the face of adversity. From a physical standpoint, having a clear purpose is like an internal fuel that keeps our bodies moving. People with purpose are more likely to stay physically active, whether it's through exercise, volunteering, or engaging in hobbies that require physical effort. They don't just sit back and wait for life to pass them by. They're active participants, both in their own lives and in the lives of others. This sustained activity, whether mental, emotional, or physical, keeps us vibrant, agile, and full of life. I truly believe that having a purpose in life is the secret to both emotional and physical vitality. It's the glue that holds everything together, the reason we get up in the morning and face whatever comes our way. Without purpose, we risk losing our connection to life itself. We become passive, letting time slip through our fingers, waiting for something to change instead of being the catalyst for change ourselves. That's why it's so important to find what drives you, what fills you with passion, and what makes you feel connected to something bigger than yourself. Purpose doesn't have to be a grand, life-altering mission. It can be as simple as nurturing relationships, contributing to your community, pursuing a creative endeavor, or learning something new. It could be as personal as finding peace within yourself or as outwardly focused as helping others. The key is that it's something that excites you, something that adds meaning to your days, something that makes you feel alive. No matter what it is, when you find your purpose, it will lift you, restore your energy, and give you the strength to live life with intention, joy, and vitality. Purpose isn't just something you have, it's something that has you. And when you embrace it, when you let it shape every aspect of your life, you will find that life becomes infinitely richer, more vibrant, and more rewarding. So, take the time to rediscover your purpose. It's not a luxury, it's a necessity for a life that is full, rich, and beautiful. Your purpose is your compass, your guide, and it will carry you through every chapter of your life with grace and strength. As we wrap up today's discussion, I want you to take a moment to reflect on what we've covered. Purpose, it's what keeps us moving forward, no matter what stage of life we're in. It drives us, fuels our minds, fills our hearts, and keeps us physically active. So, what have you learned today? What part of this message resonated with you the most? What's one thing you plan to bring into your life and start practicing right now? I'd love to hear from you. Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found value in this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring content. Your feedback means the world to us, and we're here to keep supporting you on your journey. So, leave your comment below, and let's continue the conversation. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.